This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When Sim passed the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock, who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place you tune in. Tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sub like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.
Knicks family, what's poppin'? It's your boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at Guy Fierie's DC Kitchen and Bar. I always mix it up a little bit when I'm saying it. I'm here with, we got Eru, Steph in the building, and we're in DC. Got a few people here with us. And, you know, we're getting ready to go to the game, ladies and gentlemen, but we're going to talk about the Knicks before. We'll be here after the game. Steph, what's going on? How you feeling? Thank you for making a trip down.
Yeah. You know that dog sitting is always a challenge, but I was able to take care of it. And it's, it's good to be here. Super excited.
Yeah. Ebru, what's going on, man?
Yeah, man, I can't wait to get away from my family, man. I mean, hanging out with my Knicks family. I got the wife and the kids at the hotel and stuff, man. So I'm having a good time, man.
And your wife is probably listening to the podcast right now. And heard what you just said.
Yeah, I'm always in trouble, man.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, so tonight begins the stretch run of the year, right? Stretch run of the year. I don't know. What's your thoughts on it right now, Steph? Just the stretch run. What we got? 22 games left.
22 games.
22 games. What's your thoughts?
I want to close out strong. Julius doesn't usually get off to a quick start after the All-Star break. I hope that's different this year. Him and Jalen Brunson over the first 60 games has really been carrying us. So they really need to stay sharp. I'm hopeful RJ Barrett has found himself over the break. Remember, prior to the break, like December, and January, he was averaging over 20 points per game. He was super efficient, even from the three-point line. So I'm hoping coming back from the break, he's able to find himself in that regard. And that bench, it's really been transformed with Josh Hart. So let's see, if that continues tonight.
Yeah. Eru, thoughts?
Yeah, I'm with it too, man. RJ's always been the key as long as what I feel like he's been the X factor. Everybody else has been doing what they do, but if RJ is really locked in and playing, the style of basketball that he plays, then it will be tough to beat. But it's really up to him to do that. And Mitchell Robinson getting healthy, a couple other things happening out there. So, I really believe in these Knicks, man. It's a fun team to watch. These guys they play tough. They like dogs, kind of. So they build it at things. So hopefully right now we can put things together, and then we can really, get ready for these playoffs. I'm excited.
So RJ, I know we did a whole show about RJ the other day, and he's been catching a lot of fire lately from everybody, about his play. But before his thumb or finger laceration, right? He was really starting to play. Right, he was starting the ball, and after the finger laceration, came back, and he hasn't been the same. Clearly, hasn't been the same. I mean, do you think the finger laceration has a lot to do with it, or is it more?
It may, it may. Some of the shots that he takes and just how he's missing them makes me think that maybe there is something going on. With the finger. But I still say, or I wonder if he's struggling trying to find his place with Randall and, with Brunson and just, how many shots they get. Now, I say that, but then at the same time, he still gets a lot of shots during the game.
Right.
His usage is still pretty high. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. What's your thoughts, man?
He gets into the paint and he tells me he wants to. The problem is once he gets there, he just gets stuck a lot of times, and a lot of times he'll miss something that's so easy, and then the other team would just blow past us and get that fast break thing, man. So I think that's what kills us. So it's really up to him. If he can clean that up, adding Josh Hart to the mix and all these guys, yeah, I think we'll be good. But I think a lot of pressure is put on Julius, but I really think RJ, if he can get it going, that's like the just the connection, the connection to make everything else work.
Right. And we're gonna get into, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into talking about this game, but Josh Hart, what do you expect from Josh Hart for the rest of these 22 games? Do you think he eventually becomes a starter? I'm fine with him just staying, continuing to come off the bench and doing what he does, coming off the bench. He'll get 30 minutes anyway. In my opinion, right? That's one. There's a couple of guys that's on the team that are Tom Thibodeau guys. Josh Hart is a Tom Thibodeau favorite, so he's going to be out there on the floor for minutes on end.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right. But what do you expect from Josh Hart for the remainder of the season?
You know what? It's not even statistically. To me, it's not even about the points and the rebounds and the threes. You're going to get that. He just plays a style of basketball that, to me, uplifts the team when he's on the floor, because he's going to do whatever is needed. You need him to hit the open three? Fine. You need me to rebound? Fine. You need me to defend? Fine. And every night it could be something different, and he's going to be Johnny on the spot. It's not a big deal to him, and we need those types of players. He's like a high-level glue guy. Sometimes, people take that like derogatory when you say somebody's a glue guy, like they can't really play.
Right.
But he's a glue guy. He's a connector, but on a high level.
Yeah.
And I'm with you, Sam. If he starts or comes off the bench, it doesn't really matter. I just want him on the floor when the game is on the line.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's it right there. Him being on the floor when the game is on the line. I think Josh Hart is going to become like almost necessary to be there. Like, I think he's going to become just a critical piece at whatever level of success the Knicks have. I think Josh Hart is going to be a super critical piece to that.
I agree with that. Yeah. How do you take him off the floor? He's the hardest player. He plays the hardest out of everybody, and he just got here. So I think getting him, it just reminded everybody what it is to be a New York Knicks basketball player. So he's my favorite player right now. I don't have no favorite player. Guys that follow me, I don't really have no favorite player on the Knicks. But Josh Hart is my favorite player, man. Just the way that he plays, like you said, he's he's a glue guy. But I feel like the whole roster is a bunch of glue guys. But if everybody's really just kind of like clicking like that, I just feel like we can take on anybody, man.
Yeah.
I do.
Man, State might be mad to hear you say that.
Man, State is mad about everything. Shout out to State. It's good, State. But State is mad at everything nowadays.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I seen him tweet something the other day where he was, I can't find nothing bad to say about the Knicks today.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's an RJ guy. He's saying that RJ should be benched. For guys that follow, State on Twitter.
State saying that?
Yeah,
Really?
he
He was
RJ
up
should
in
be
the chat
benched.
the other day, upset.
Yeah.
When Josh said something
Yeah,
about him,
exactly.
he was upset.
Yeah. I guess who's coming in here? I knew Uncle Julio was coming in here.
That's how I imagine it too. Hey, look at it. That's how I imagine it too.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the internet. That's how things go.
Yeah. Jalen Brunson for the rest of the season. Do you expect that he can? It's only 22 games left. Now they're coming off of a week and a half break.
Right.
You would figure that he's going to continue to do what he's doing. I did not expect that Jalen Brunson was going to be this good.
Yeah. I have to agree with you, Seb. And I wanted this guy. I saw him as a winner. I thought he would uplift the team. But I saw him like a 17 to 19 point guy, 6 assists, similar to Josh Hart, like this glue guy that just his presence and his winning attitude would elevate the team.
Right.
He was like, nah, I got something else for you. I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to drop the last 15 games. He's averaging like 29.7 points per game.
Killer.
And you can't do anything with him, whether they're taller, they're stronger, they're longer. Doesn't matter.
You try to knock him to the floor, and he's still getting up and dropping points on you.
Yeah,
right.
He's my favorite player.
Right. You can't do anything. Josh Hart is like, Josh Hart. Jalen Brunson is it's I don't know. He's an all-star in my opinion.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that the Knicks were bringing in an all-star.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think, Steph has said it earlier, it changes. It's got to change the front office's outlook on everything
Absolutely.
that they do now. Looking at Jalen Brunson and saying, like, this guy is the truth. He's really that type of guy. And so the way that they're thinking going into, obviously, we're not at the off season. I hope we don't get into the off season too soon.
Right.
But going into the off season, they got to be thinking, we just need to add another guy.
Yeah. And I don't even know if that guy got to be a superstar anymore. I think he got to be a high-level player.
Right.
But I don't know if he needs to be a superstar.
Yeah, it's dangerous territory because last year, when we missed the playoffs, they thought that just bringing Fournier and what's the name in here, that they were going to push us into the next level, but they kind of brought us back. So we're in dangerous territory. The next person that we bring in here, we got to make sure that they fit into the mix of what we're trying to do here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely right. That was a setback. Not Cam. I feel like when you have a coach, get the coach's players. We could have probably been a little further along right now.
Right. Absolutely.
You can say whatever you want to say about Tibbs. He's the coach. Get him his type of player.
Right.
And I think the front office knows that now because he didn't play Cam. And they're like, we ain't wasting we ain't wasting no more draft capital bringing in somebody he not going to play.
Right. And Tibbs was like, bring him in if you want. use the draft pick if you want.
Okay.
But watch what's going to happen.
Yeah, he literally said that last year when he got Cam. He was like, listen, I got my rotation already. It was like, damn.
Right.
Yes, but that's telling
And this is the difference.
Yeah.
They brought in Josh Hart. He got him from the airport, brought him right in.
That's
into
what
the starting
that's what I was
lineup.
about to say.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was about to say. And there was no I got my rotation. Let's see what this we'll see what happens. It was
Right.
I think he needed to get his hair braided. I think that's what it was because his hair was looking crazy. So once he got his hair braided, then he got into the lineup and stuff like that.
So tonight, Knicks taking on the Wizards tonight here in DC. Mitchell Robinson continues to be questionable for tonight with a right thumb injury. I'm anxious to see Mitchell Robinson out there with Josh Hart.
Oh my!
Right, and what the potential of the defense. Right, when you got Mitch out there who can block shots and change shots, Josh Hart who, as long as they play at the same time, Josh Hart who does the things that he does. The potential of the defense because the defense has been over the last 25 games, it hasn't been strong. Right. But of course, Mitch is going to need to get in shape. Right. Get himself together. I don't know. Evil thoughts. Just your thoughts on Mitch, expectations on Mitch.
Well, everybody that watches the show, I do not like Mitchell Robinson, but aside from that, I know that he brings the defense and stuff like that. So the dog mentality for the team, I just think he just enhances that. So when he comes in here, I just want him to play. I just want him to play a big man style of basketball. It shouldn't take him that long to get in shape because all he's doing is rebounding and blocking shots. So it's not like that we need him to run offense or anything like that, or have that stamina to do that. Right. We just need him to come in there and basically fill in that little hole as a starting center. Because I trust him. He's been playing pretty good the last few weeks or so. So I mean, we just need him to play this little pocket minutes, but play extremely hard. You use Josh Hart, as an example. Use his own guys like Quentin Grimes. Just play extremely hard and don't worry about everything else. Just play, and then I think that's what we really need from him. I just wish he would do that.
Yeah. I think Mitch may not understand how impactful he can be on the defensive end. Sometimes you see it, you like, yo, this guy is a monster.
Yeah.
But we don't get it every single game. And I'm not taking anything away from what he does bring, right? I think that's important. His interior defense, the fact that he deters people, they don't even want to come inside.
Right.
That makes it easier. And then also he's an elite offensive rebounder, but also a finisher. See, Josh Hart can get the offensive rebounds, but he's passing it out, giving us second opportunities.
Right.
When Mitchell gets those offensive rebounds, that's like 2 points.
Right.
He's gonna. So we know he can definitely do that, and it's appreciative. But when you see him dominate, you get a glimpse of who he can really really be. And I think that's what I look for Mitch. I want him to just stay on that level.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you hit the nail on the head with that. I don't think that he knows how important he is to the franchise, or how important he is to the game, what he does, to other team, and just what he does for us, even the fans and stuff, watching them get busy. I really don't think that he understands how good he is. So that's the issue with him.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, down the stretch of the season, Mitch can just stay healthy.
Yes.
Yeah. One, right? 22 games left. I mean, we seen last year, I think it was last year, or maybe it was even earlier this season, when he came back from injury. He was a little bit sluggish.
Yes.
And maybe it was last year after he came back from the foot injury. He's a little bit sluggish, and it took him some time to round into shape. He's been out for a while. You know what I mean? And I want him to be, I'm hoping that he's been doing some things to stay in shape before he gets back out on the court, right? Because at this point in the season, you don't want to have him out there and he can't really perform at the level at a high level.
Right.
I mean, it was his hand.
Right.
So, hopefully cardio-wise, he's been.
But stuff, man. He was doing donuts in his driveway in the snow. Come on, man, with a broken hand. I mean, that guy. That's the problem. I really don't think that he understands how important he is, man. That if he really thought that he wouldn't be doing donuts in his driveway. You know what I'm saying?
I missed that.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, he's. I mean, he is what he is, man.
I mean, that's. I mean, yeah, that's Mitch. He's always been that guy, right? Always been a little bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mitch. Let me see who else on the injury report tonight. That's really it for the Knicks. Evan Fournier's out tonight. He wasn't going to play anyway.
Right.
For the Wizards, Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is available tonight, and I guess that's really it. Bradley Beal is available, so I'm assuming KP is available tonight. Your thoughts on this game tonight?
I think it's going to be a tough game, but in my opinion, I just feel like the Knicks, Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson, like I'm really high on those guys this season. I really am. Especially the way Jalen Brunson has been playing in crunch time. If it gets to that, I know Kyle Kuzma's had a good season. Bradley Beal is Bradley Beal, and then they got KP, and they won the last game, I think, that we played them. But the way Josh Hart is playing, the way the bench has been playing, the way Brunson has been playing, Knicks all the way.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe call me a homer, but okay. I just see the Knicks winning.
Yo, speaking of homer, let me take this out of my pocket real quick, man. This is PG. Listen, man, we are in DC.
We are in DC.
You see this?
There you go. Let them know.
You know what I'm saying? We got. I mean, Clyde Frazier was having dinner not too far from us. Whatever.
Right there.
We're doing a live podcast in DC in a restaurant that's connected to the freaking Capital One Arena. Are you kidding me right now? You know what I'm saying? We got to just clear, seal the deal and get this win with these guys.
Yeah, I feel like it's a necessary win for the Knicks tonight.
Yeah.
Right. I know there's 6 games above 500, but the Miami Heat are right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Just a half game behind the Knicks. This is a team that I feel, the Knicks should beat. In the beginning of the season, I wasn't sure if there was a team that we should beat, but now the way we've been playing, I feel like this is a team we should beat. We got to get this win, be 7 games above 500. And I think if we're 7 games above 500, that's the most amount of games we've been above 500, right?
Yeah.
Probably since Tibbs been here.
Well, we were 10 games above 500.
In the other season?
That year we went to the playoffs.
Okay.
But for this season, I'm pretty sure that'll be the most games we've been above 500, right? And then that means we're what? We'd be a game and a half behind the Nets. I don't know if the Nets play tonight, but we'd be like a game and a half behind the Nets. I mean, 22 games left to the season. I mean, this game is important as far as seeding.
Would you say
everything.
statement? Would you say statement so early now? 20-something games left. Statement games. Let
Statement
people know.
games.
Let people know that we're here.
Know.
Yeah.
I mean, right now the Knicks are 2 games behind the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
All right, you win this game. Let me see if the Nets are playing tonight. The Nets are playing tonight. They're playing tonight. Who do they play tonight? The Nets play. They play the Bulls tonight. It's a good chance, you know. I mean, I guess it could go either way, but it's possible they lose tonight. The Nets lose tonight. The Knicks win. The Knicks gain a game on the Nets. Right. They gain a game on the Nets, and then if they can stay pace with the Nets, the next time they play them, win that game, you might find yourself in the 5th seed. Right. So yeah, I think it's an important game tonight. The Knicks got to get this win. The Washington Wizards. Again, we are in the Wizards arena. Doing this show, and hopefully we'll be doing more here from the Wizards arena.
We're breathing the air, we're eating their food, everything.
Right.
You know?
And this restaurant is actually in the arena. When you leave, you just go right across the corridor into the arena.
We scan our tickets right at the door. And
at the door.
That's how close.
Right.
In the arena, ladies and gentlemen.
Unbelievable.
You know, there's tons of Knicks fans here.
Right.
This is Guy Fieri's DC Kitchen and Bar. So if you're ever in the DMV, come check it out. It's a really, really nice, really nice sports bar. You know, so it's real comfortable, real relaxed atmosphere. So make sure you come check it out.
With the big TV.
Come check it out.
At the sports bar, you got the little small TV. Like these are like wall-to-wall TVs.
Right. And they graciously hosted us.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, they're willing to let us do Knicks watch parties here for the playoffs. Now, I don't know if they're going to let us do it if the Knicks are somehow playing the Wizards in the playoffs or for a play-in game or something like that. But the owner is from New York, so he might not care.
We everywhere.
There you go.
All right, he might not care. But yeah, the Wizards are currently, they're actually in the 10th seed right now. All right, so they're playing, they're 28-30 on the season. Right, so this is an important game for the Wizards as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And coming down the stretch run, you know, looking at it right now, the Bulls are 2.5 games behind the Wizards. Right, you know, so the Wizards need to get this win. The Bulls need to get a win over the Nets. You know, so these are all important games coming up, and I think, you know, as far as the Knicks are concerned, this is where you're going to see, like, we're really going to see who Jalen Brunson is, right?
Yeah.
With Julius Randle, I'm waiting for Julius Randle to have that super clutch game.
Yeah.
Where he seals the deal.
Yeah.
Right? He hasn't had one of those yet. I'm waiting for him to have one. This would be the perfect time down the stretch for him to have one of those games where he seals the deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's you know, I mean, I think he's gonna do it one of these days.
I think so, yeah.
One of these days. He hasn't done it yet. He's gonna do it one of these days, but this is critical time for the Knicks, man.
I think it's more important for the team to run down on cats, you know. When we come into arenas, I just want us to run down on dudes, you know. Especially if they come into the garden, I just want them to show up and it be like how it was with Ewing and these guys were here. When people came into the garden, or even when we went into the arena, we knew that we were coming to run you down, you know. So that's why I'm hoping that this group can finally snap together and just start really running through guys. You know?
Like Atlanta.
Right.
That's how it was in that Atlanta game.
Yes.
From start to finish.
Right.
We ran them.
You know,
right.
I was
right.
like,
we fired the coach.
right.
We fired the coach. You know,
Like the way they came out, the way how bad they looked.
Right. Right. And I think Quinn Snyder is getting ready to take over.
Yeah.
I saw an alert somewhere.
Yeah.
Quinn Snyder's going to take over.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, they want
Get a head start.
They want
Get
to
a head
take over
start.
now. I mean, when you look at the Hawks,
Yeah.
I mean, the Hawks are still in the 8th seed. They're 29-30. I guess they're hoping the shakeup will.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Right. Normally it's in-house, right?
Right.
That's how bad we took it to them the last game, man. They said they need help. They need help.
Yeah, man. I'm expecting to hear boos for KP tonight. Right? There's going to be about 50% Knicks fans in there, expecting to hear some boos for KP. Yeah, there was a couple boos. You heard some boos for KP when he went to the line. I remember he was at the line.
Yeah, one thing I gotta say, I don't want to hear no fake cheering. Remember that they played the fake.
Oh
thing?
my
that was
goodness.
embarrassing.
They played the fake cheering.
Yeah,
in the last game when it was in the clutch.
Yeah, Julius Randle shooting the free throws. They
yeah,
played the fake.
Randle was shooting free throws.
We looking around like who's cheering? Exactly. There's nothing but Knicks fans in there.
Yeah,
Who was cheering?
Piping it. They were piping.
Yeah, that's embarrassing, man. Yeah.
There was piping in crowd noise. So yeah, we definitely don't want to hear that tonight. Yeah. Hopefully the Knicks take it to him and blow them out the water.
Beginning to end.
Yeah.
Huh? Mitch is available. Yeah. Yup. Somebody posted that Mitch is available. So
nice. You think he starts?
I think he has to, right? You got to give him the spot because it'll be Jericho. Jericho will have to get out of here.
Right.
That's true.
I guess my question is going to be how much has he already been working?
Right.
If he's been in practice, continuing to keep his cardio up, going through drills and things like that, then yeah, maybe then he starts. He'll probably start tonight.
Yeah.
If he's available, he'll start. Yeah.
He probably won't play a lot of minutes because the last time he came back, we kind of worked him in slowly.
Right.
But it's a respect thing because he was a starter before, so you gotta give him his spot back,
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you don't start him, then you're gonna move Hart. Like that just messes up the second team.
Right.
That messes up the second team.
Yeah. You got to start him.
Yeah.
You got to start him because
unless you don't play all three of them.
Right. Because Jericho Sims was starting.
Right.
It basically as a placeholder for Mitch. So yeah, you got to start him.
Yeah.
You got to start him coming back. 22 games left to the season, man. Looking forward to the Knicks making the playoffs, like legitimately making the playoffs and not being in the play-in this season, huh?
Don't go out like you did last time.
That's what I'm saying. Don't go out like they did last time. Yeah. We gotta make some noise this time, because if let's say we make the playoffs and we go out like we did last time. I mean, do you look at the season and say, well, there was growth? Or do you look at it and say, we kind of in the same spot?
I don't know.
It depends on how we play. Like if we look,
you said Tibbs? It's a better team.
To go out like that means they're not as close as made it bigger.
Right.
So in that case, you got to start because you got to become the same thing with a better team.
but the other teams are better too, though.
Right. That's
The other teams are better too.
Yeah.
True, but let's just tell you how far you are away.
No doubt about it. We're gonna definitely get some information, not only on us as a team, but on individual players as well in this playoff series.
Well, we got smoked last time though. He was like 4-1, right?
Right.
To me, they don't want to be. They don't want to be. They want to probably get a 4 or 5. I don't want to see the top. I think that'll be us.
I mean, if we finish 6, we playing Philly. If you lose to Philly 4-1,
Right.
are you upset?
The way that Embiid and Harden starting to play, they trending. If they are where they should be at that point, that's gonna be ugly.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. So are you upset with the Knicks if they play Philly and we lose 4-1? I mean, I guess it depends on how each game went. I think that's
Right.
gonna make a difference to me.
Okay.
How we lose.
Like if we got blown out,
Right.
then
Every single game. All
Right.
man.
yeah.
Yeah, 4-1 would be tough though. I feel like we would have to bang with them. Maybe make it 4-2 or 4-3, get to a 7th game. Then I'll be proud of them.
I would be proud.
Yeah.
Right. But
Sure.
but then you got to look at how far does Philly go or whoever they play too, because if they go to the next round and get swept or lose 4-1,
That's
then
true.
you're like, well, man, we really far away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if they go to the finals and you fought with them, it was a 4-3 series and you fought with them and they go to the finals, then we might be right there.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think this team is constructed right now, I think they're good enough to win 2 games against anybody.
Okay.
I'll be very upset if they only won 1 game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Jason, you guys probably couldn't hear that. Said he thinks the team that's currently constructed can win 2 games against anybody.
They're a second-round team.
I think they're a second-round team.
I'll make it to the second round, but I think they're a second-round team.
Okay. Yeah, I think Josh Hart adds that much to the team.
Yes, he does.
Think he adds that much to the team?
Yeah.
See a team like Milwaukee. If the Knicks end up playing Milwaukee, I think they struggle against Milwaukee.
But
The Knicks play Boston in the first round. I think they get a couple of wins. I feel like they match up. I feel like they match up well versus Boston.
Yeah, I tell you, a lot of teams don't want to see.
Hold on, how many times we beat Boston this year? Twice, once. We're 1-1 versus Boston.
I'm not sure.
We play Boston Monday.
We play Boston Monday.
Yeah.
I just think we match up well versus Boston.
Yeah, I think so.
For some reason, I feel like we match up well. I think we struggle against, it's tough. Well,
they're top
Milwaukee's
heavy.
tough.
They're top heavy, but if we can control the rest of the guys like Boston,
Right.
for the most part, we kind of control the rest of the guys. A team like the Bucks, their shooters always get us.
Right.
It's not really Giannis. We always kind of like not lock him down, but we control Giannis. But we just lose to the shooters, Grayson Allen's of the world, that type of thing, man. So, yeah. Bottom line, I'm not afraid of none of these teams. I think it's vice versa in the playoff situation. I think some of these teams don't want to see us in the first round. I think we're getting that reputation.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree because the Knicks are a team that can sneak up on you and they keep getting better and better and better. I think.
Right.
The Knicks keep getting better and better. They keep learning and growing and getting better. You know what I mean? Which means who knows what level of play they're going to be at when they get to the playoffs. They might be at a really, really high level.
That is
of play.
true.
Right, yeah.
That's true. And the defense, our defense with Josh Hart, it's only been 3 games, a small sample size. I think it's like 11 or something like that. So we're moving up defensively, and then we adding Mitch back. The offense, I mean, aesthetically, it may not be that pleasing, but the offense is not really a problem, for the Knicks. But you add defense to that offense going into the playoffs,
Right.
it's gonna be a tough team.
Right.
That's what we need to establish during these last 20-something games.
The defense.
Yeah, establish all the stuff and then get ready. The playoffs is coming, man. Show me what you got.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man.
Yeah, show me what you got.
Well, it's got to start tonight. The stretch run starts tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks will be taking on the Washington Wizards in about 20 minutes. So we're gonna start heading into the arena.
It's only gonna take us 2 minutes to get to our seat, because we're literally right there.
The door is right there. 2 minutes to get to the arena. All right, and there we go. We're gonna fly that flag around the restaurant. You know what I mean? So I don't think there's any Wizards fans out there, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
They're all probably, I don't know. I don't think there's Wizards fans out there. There's probably Lakers fans or any other kind of fan out there except for Wizards fans. So they probably don't even care if we go out there and fly the flag.
Right.
They probably don't even know what game is playing today. Oh, the Wizards play today? Oh, wow.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
I don't even see the pregame on out. Oh yeah, I do. I see the pregame on. All right, I see it on out there. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna head up out of here. We'll be back to do the post-game show. So hopefully you join us on the post-game show. And let's go Knicks. Let's get this win tonight. Any last word?
Let's go Knicks.
Let's go Knicks. That's it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate your time. And we'll see you after the game. Out.
This is NBK, nothing but Knicks. When Sim passed the assist, you know that it's #1 show that breaks down the game. If you can't play defense, stay out my way. Dribble the ball, come down the lane. 5 seconds on the shot clock, who gon' win us the game? You wanna hear Nick updates and trade rumors? Post-game reviews, this the place to tune in. So tell a friend just to keep the ball moving. Like the page if you feeling the movement. Every game we coming to win. Give us a sub like a player that came off the bench. This is NBK, nothing but Knicks.